time for Ultra Quiz Plus. That's right, the absurd comedy quiz featuring Maine's top comics answering ridiculous questions. We are recording live from the wonderful Boom Boom Room of the Craft Brew UnderGround here at 34 Court Street in Auburn, Maine, home of over 200 craft beers, wonderful friendly staff, and tonight, Maine's premier comedy quiz show, Ultra Quiz Plus. I'm the lovely Sheldon Bird. I don't write this stuff. And now it's time to give a big hand to our host, Doug Birgfeld.
Thank you very much. I'm very happy to be here. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for Ultra Quiz Plus. And tonight with me here on the beautiful stage at the Craft Brew UnderGround is Leonard Kimble, Lewiston comic, and What?
Sorry, Auburn.
Yeah, it's the same, right? Anyway, founder of the River Comics. Let's hear it for Leonard.
Yay!
Also, we have in the house Krister Rollins, who is a comic and host of a show called Nightcap. Isn't that right?
That is right.
Well, let's hear it for Krister. Thank you very much. And joining the other two is Greg Simpson, who is an actor in Mystery for Hire.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
In just a few minutes, we're going to have a little chat with our guests to find out what they may be up to in the future. But what I want to tell you is it's Ultra Quiz Plus. We didn't have to plus it, but we did! Now it's time on Ultra Quiz Plus where we have a quick chat with our guests, make them feel at home, find out what they might be up to. And tonight we're going to start with Leonard Kimble. Leonard.
Hello.
Founder of River Comics.
Yes.
What's going on with you coming up?
Well, we have a show next week, Wednesday, August 28th at 84 Court Pizza. We'll be featuring the great Allie Simpson, one of her last few shows in the area before she goes off and lives in a van down by the river somewhere. I don't know. She's going to be traveling.
It's going great with her.
Yeah, she's renovated a van and she's going to be traveling off to the other side of the country, I think.
Fantastic.
Manifest destiny.
Manifest
That's
destiny.
what it is.
Yes.
Manifest.
Yeah, Manifest.
Yeah.
Oh.
Manifest destiny.
Oh.
Cool. And then after that, the week after that, I'll be a ghost roast stand-up comedy show at Bare Bones Beer.
What?
Yeah, it's put on by Main Event Comedy and
Yeah.
Death Talk LA, and I guess we have to talk about death and joke and roast people who are now ghosts.
Dearly departed.
Yeah, and
Sounds
somehow
like a
I gotta make it funny. And
You'll be fine.
yeah, it's gonna be tough. I haven't written anything yet, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna talk about it.
You don't need to read anything. You don't need to write anything.
I don't need to write anything.
No, just dig deep. You'll find it.
Dig deep.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll find the funny.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Krister Rollins, what do you have
Yes.
coming up?
So my show Nightcap, typically it's the first Sunday of the month at a place called Sun Tiki in Portland, but this next month we've got, just to mix things up, we're doing a show on the second and third Sunday. So on the 8th we've got Joe DeShane and Allie York from Make Me Laugh, the game show in Portland. And then,
Fantastic show.
yeah, it's a lot of fun. I've never performed on it, but I got to see it, and it was a hoot and a holler, and there should be some fun guests. And then on the 15th we've got the entire Portland Comedy Co-op in their lineup, which includes Allie Simpson until she leaves. So this will be the last time, potentially the last time that they'll all be on stage together.
Wow.
That should be a fun time, and those are both Sundays at Sun Tiki.
At Santiki.
Santiki,
Fantastic. Now, what do you have coming up, Gregory?
Well, to be honest with you, we just started making plans to go to the Black Bear Inn in Bangor. We're going to be doing 4 improv shows there through the season, because part of Mystery for Hire has a component called Mainly Improv. And so we do both the Mystery Dinner Theater shows and improv comedy. We just came off a 9-week run at Poland Spring Resort. We're the house band all summer.
Oh, Amanda was there, wasn't she?
It's cool. Yeah, Amanda was with us. Yeah.
Friend of the show, Amanda Kinsey.
There you go.
Fantastic, Greg. Well, that's fantastic. Now, I want to tell the folks here in the CBU audience and out in podcast land, right? These comedians come and do the show out of the goodness of their heart. And I want to make sure that you...
And all the money we make.
Leonard.
I'm here for the car, actually.
Oh, wait, Krister gets a car?
Look, everybody.
I'm fine with my bag of money, but I would like a car also if Krister's getting a car.
So you know the deal. If you want to talk about pay, we do it by the dumpsters.
Oh.
Is that where the Lexus is?
Leonard will tell you about the dumpsters.
Don't go near the dumpster.
Yeah, so support local comedy and support these acts when you can. Thank you very much.
And if you're in Brisbane, Australia, support them there too.
Yeah, I mean, if you're in Brisbane, they're okay. Thank you, Sheldon, for that addition. And when we come back, we're going to move right into the Ultra Quiz round. That's right, the bulk of the quiz, in which I will be asking multiple choice questions to our panel. My name is Doug Birgfeld with Sheldon Bird, Greg Simpson, Krister Rollins, and Leonard Kimble for Ultra Quiz Plus. We didn't have to plus it, but we did. Thank you. Okay, we're going to come in to the multiple choice section of the quiz, wherein I will ask one of our panelists a multiple choice question. They will choose the answer they think is correct. And then after the first guest gets to answer, you guys can weigh in and add your 2 cents. Understand the format? Okay.
Got it.
Ladies and gentlemen out in the crowd, you understand the format? I thought you did. All right, Leonard, are you ready for the first question?
Yes, sir, I'm ready.
All right, so question number 1. If you had to pick one of these, which apartment would you rent?
Wow.
Right?
Like apartment 207.
Yeah,
Okay.
something like that.
Got it.
You could have, these are advertisements for apartments, and you're going to pick one to live in.
Got it.
Are you in?
All right.
Okay, number 1, 5th floor, walk-up studio, metal deck and entry stairs, unique window-style entrance. Tenant must be very quiet at all times, shared bathroom with local chaired donut shop, open 24 hours.
Oh, donut shop. Okay.
So you share a bathroom with a donut shop, number 1. Number 2, newly vacant, not haunted, 2-bedroom house on secluded cul-de-sac where no murders have ever taken place.
Ooh, sounds good.
Older appliances, fully furnished, priced for rapid occupancy. Absolutely not at all haunted.
Got it. All right.
Number 2.
Sounds good so far.
It's great.
Yeah.
3, now that my son has left home, I'm letting his room to make ends meet. Tenant must be a good boy, kind and caring, and listen to what he's told. No harlots, no slags, no hussies. Isn't it enough you took my baby away with your painted face and your short skirts? Go there.
Okay.
All right.
I feel a
It's
movie
like
coming on.
Harley Quinn like stole someone away from
Be like a
some
son
mother.
to her. All right. Number 4, need an apartment? Know how to keep a secret and not ask too many questions? Then we have the perfect place. 2-room living space above a warehouse used for light nighttime industrial purposes. Must be comfortable with occasional loud noises that resemble gunfire or what can sometimes sound like the muffled pleading of one's life.
Okay, got it.
Those are the 4 choices. Leonard, which apartment you must rent one? Which one will you rent?
So I am deathly afraid of ghosts, despite the fact that I'm doing the ghost.
I feel like the
ghost
non-haunted
roasting
one might be for you.
Yeah, I think I want to go with number 2, the one that's not haunted.
You're going non-haunted.
Yeah, I can't stand anything that's spooky. So not haunted, no ghosts, no murders, anything spooky like that, scary like that. I stay away from. So I'm gonna go with B.
B.
Yeah, or number 2.
Either way.
Or Roman numeral 2 choice.
That's what I have here, Roman numeral 2.
That's what I wanted.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't know if I should give you a point for that. All right.
Not
Krister,
haunted.
you've heard the question.
I have.
Possible answers. Where do you think you'd fall?
So I am interested in also not living in a haunted house.
Yeah.
Which kind of makes me feel like number 4 there would be the better option, because for whatever reason, it sounds like that place is going to be pretty safely protected from any sort of incursions from the outside, like anybody else who might be in the warehouse might be able to protect me upstairs.
They
Right,
probably-
because you got
bad going on
Right, 'cause
downstairs.
stuff's happening.
Because
Yeah.
I know how to keep my mouth shut.
They probably
Right.
have a lot of protection money.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like living over a bar, kind of.
Right, and I can handle the occasional loud noise. And, I've slept through construction and cars backfiring and stuff. So it seems like this place is probably on the up and up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and they're maybe just filming movies or something down there. They got to work at all
I didn't
strange
think
hours.
about movies.
Yeah.
You
So-
might be a big star someday.
It's true.
They might get you involved.
That's a
I've got star
Literally.
qualities.
good choice there.
All right, Krister. Very well answered. Hey, Greg. Greg
Hey.
Simpson, where do you think you fall? Which apartment would you love?
Well, I'm thinking 3.
You think 3.
Well, I tell you why. The great part about that is someone's going to cook for me, clean for me, watch my every move. If I bring someone home that I may or may not want to stay for a long time, I just simply let it slip that there's someone in there. She'll take care of them. It's out. It's done. I'm good. I'm
the
telling
perfect.
you. And you know what? The rent's got to be cheap. I'm
Honey,
good.
I'd like to see you again. It's
There you go.
just-
Yeah, my mom.
Yeah, she's a battle axe,
That's
man.
it. Perfect.
Yeah. Wow, Sheldon, that was a lot to take in, wasn't it?
That was a very creative angle there from
I
Gregory.
loved it. Well, now is the time when I tell you the answer to the question. That's right, there are answers. Believe it or not.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's a correct answer?
Turns
It
out.
didn't say that was correct. There's an answer.
Just an answer.
Okay.
There's a.
Turns out, Leonard is correct. It is the not-haunted two-bedroom house on a secluded cul-de-sac where no murders have ever taken place.
Why would you want to live in a place that people got murdered?
I'm with you, Leonard.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely with you. All right.
Excellent.
So that was question number one. You guys starting to get the feel of the bounce and the sway
Well,
of
we're
the show.
seeing which way the host is leaning, at least.
Help
Yeah, I'm never accused of being biased. Anyway, no, I did. Everybody huge. Thank you very much. We didn't plan it. I swear to God, it's just.
the win.
It's just
I am
chemistry.
the check and balance on the host.
Do we feel, ladies and gentlemen, and folks on the panel, that we are ready to roll into the next question?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Let's go. You guys ready to roll? All
Let's
right,
do it.
we're gonna roll. We're gonna roll. And it's going. This question, ladies and gentlemen, is going to Krister Rollins. Ready?
Yes.
All you have to do, and you may be the most qualified person on the panel to answer this question.
All right.
It's
about what I
it's
had
the
for
beard, man.
Sorry, I delighted myself. Name the most hipster accident.
Okay.
Number one, bartender at a meadery burned when his mustache wax caught fire due to a steampunk vape malfunction.
Now, may I clarify something? This is not a meatery. This is
Not a meatery,
It's
right.
It's a meadery.
Probably a lot of vegetarians.
So it's not where they
there,
meet-
If it's
not
a
a
hipster.
meatery.
Not where
Right
they,
next to the kombucha place.
Yes.
do, they
know,
make, do they make meat there? What do they do
No,
with
it's
a
on
meatery?
Washington Avenue. There's no meat on Washington
It's a
Avenue.
meatery.
Yeah, right.
There's a great barbecue joint on Washington.
There is.
Lingua.
Yeah, it's very nice. Number two, most hipster accident possibility is foot amputated from man whose drain pipe skinny jeans rapidly shrunk as he was pulled into the sea when the pack of golden retrievers he was professionally walking bolted in pursuit of an errantly thrown frisbee.
All right.
Nice.
Yes, it is as easy as it looks.
You can't make this stuff up.
You can't. You can't.
Obviously.
Third possibility for most hipster accident. Woman has seizure during ironic Tinder date when she became mesmerized by clashing plaids worn by her electric bike mechanic companion. Pretty hipster accident.
Yeah, those are all.
And the last one.
Oh, there's
number
more.
4. Oh yes, there's usually 4. I'll warn you if it's other than 4, by the way. Krister, new to the panel, ladies and gentlemen.
First time.
Number 4, professional heirloom hops roaster falls to his death when his suspender snapped whilst he was inspecting the roof of a silo he planned to convert into living space.
Okay.
Which one of those is the most hipster accident?
Man, there's some options there.
And feel free to laugh into the mic.
All of them, Katie.
So I like the idea of a mustache wax burning from a steampunk vape pen. That
Yeah.
does seem pretty good. Also, the alternative living space suggested at number 4, where the silo is converted into a home. That's pretty hot.
That's
I
hot.
feel like kids are spending too much money on avocado toast to be able to afford a silo, though.
Right.
So I'm gonna have to go with number 2, the guy who drowned as his pants slowly shrunk around his body
Yeah.
while the dogs did nothing. Essentially, they were chasing the frisbee and did nothing. I just feel like especially with the movement of like the kill all men thing that's going
Yeah.
on with the hipsters, I feel like that really strikes right to the core of that argument. Right there.
They want to kill all men?
No, it's just like a down
a
with the
thing.
patriarchy sort of thing.
Nothing you have to worry about, Leonard.
Wait, but I'm a man, I think.
I think we're going to find out later.
Okay.
So, boy, that did not come out the way I hoped it would. I just want to say.
Out by the
It did come out the way
dumpster.
I hoped it
It was a lot more aggressive.
Out by the
looking forward to
dumpster.
that.
Yeah, I know. We'll confirm.
All right, now we're going to go over to Krister. You are Krister, aren't
I am
you?
Krister,
We're
yeah.
not coming to you. We're going over to Greg.
Okay.
Yes, Greg, what do you
Well,
think?
the interesting one for me was the wardrobe malfunction Tinder date.
Oh, yes.
Because I'm thinking that, anyone who wore different plaids in any of those situations and, just exploded in front of this poor woman, and I don't mean that literally, but figuratively.
Understood.
I think that is the best answer out there.
All right, well, I a bit agree, but we'll see after we hear from our good friend Leonard Kimble.
Hey, I'm going to go with the mustache wax burning from the steampunk guy.
Oh.
It brings me back.
Grizzly.
Yeah, it brings me back to my days of LARPing when, we have guys who are dressed in steampunk outfits.
Sorry.
That wasn't a joke.
No, it's just...
No, really.
I have an allergy.
He's just saying what we're all thinking.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
No, it's perfectly fine for a 40-year-old to LARP. Okay?
Yeah, it's absolutely fine.
Perfectly fine.
I saw some LARPers on the USM Portland campus the other day, and they were all wearing like cargo shorts, which sort of takes away some of the magic. I feel like
we're LARPing from the waist up.
Yeah, it was practice.
They were LARPing from 1982.
Oh, okay.
That's right. Yeah.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
They had some Walkmans in their pockets.
Yeah, right?
Walkman. They got like
had a
the
Walkman.
little foam headphones on with the little orange buds.
Yeah.
Listening to Oingo Boingo.
I still got one of those.
Oh, cool.
Boingo, boingo. Weird science, baby. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I digress. So, the answer to that question, turns out, is the professional heirloom hops roaster.
Ooh.
So, no points to nobody.
Nobody got it. Now you understand why there are 4 answers.
That's right.
Right. That way I can screw you all over. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are midway through the bulk of the quiz. 2 more multiple choice questions. Now, ladies and gentlemen in the audience and those out in podcast land, we're going to take a short 8-second break. And we will rejoin the quiz with question number 3. I'm Doug Birgfeld, your host with Sheldon Bird, Greg Simpson, Krister, Rollins, and Leonard Kimble. We are back here at Craft Brew UnderGround at 34 Court. That has over 200 beers for you to sample. Lovely bartender Sarah, who's friendly and terrific, ready to serve you. Plus, the audience has fortified themselves with their beer of choice and are ready for the next segment of Ultra Quiz Plus, which is question 3. Directed at Greg Simpson from Mystery for Hire. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Name the actual term. You'll see.
Go ahead.
All right, silence, please.
Name the actual... Thank you, Sheldon. Name the actual term from the Urban Dictionary.
Okay.
Ready?
All right.
Here it is. A submarine. Definition: a person who likes to be in charge until there's something to actually do, at which point they vanish from sight. The submarine could be an actual Urban Dictionary definition. Or you could have number 2, Foucault's pedophile. Definition: a white man who changes his views on rape based on how rich or politically connected the offender is, i.e. Lindsey Graham or Mitch McConnell. Could be in the Urban Dictionary. You could also have number 3, Schrodinger's douchebag. A person who says offensive things and then decides if he's joking based on the reaction he gets.
That's
Ooh, I like that.
Right? Schrodinger's douchebag could be that one. Or it could be definition number 4, a Canadian tickler. A man with maple syrup stuck to his mustache. Which one of these is an actual Urban Dictionary definition?
Greg wins the prize for having the toughest set of questions.
Yeah, right.
There's a point right there.
Yeah.
Well, it cannot be the Canadian tickler because I don't think they have any sense of humor whatsoever. Just a comment. Just a comment.
Big shout out
Just a
to
comment.
our neighbors to the north.
Oh, Canada.
Now, I just want to caution you, Greg. We established on an earlier show that if you offend one Canadian, you offend them all.
Don't get Canadians mad at us.
That's fine.
Okay.
What's the worst that can happen? They're going to invade us? They
Greg
can have
is-
it.
Greg is nonplussed.
They made a movie about that.
That's
It's
right.
called South Park.
They gotta run down here and give us all that free health care and everything.
Yeah,
Bastards.
it might actually help.
Yeah.
You should probably be baiting.
And I don't care as long as they bring drugs with them.
Hey!
Legitimately
drugs in
cheap
Canada?
drugs. All right. Now, I would love to think that it was number 2. because I think I would have called it something different.
But your term wouldn't make the Urban Dictionary.
My term wouldn't make the Urban Dictionary, and I think just picking on Republicans is like kicking puppies. So that's not bad. So
Cute little baby.
Yeah, I'm going to go with number 3.
Schrodinger's.
I
Douchebag.
think that has just a very wonderful ring to
It
it.
has a ring.
It has a ring.
Yeah.
So we're going to move up to Leonard Kimble.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with Greg here. The Schrodinger's douchebag. I think that's fairly accurate. I think that happens a lot. Like I think people will say something and they're like, and then I go like, oh wait, what are you talking about? Oh no, sorry, I didn't mean it that way.
I was
just
joking, my friend.
I'm joking around. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, that's all. Just joking.
Yeah, come on.
Joking.
I'm joking. Yeah,
I'm just joking.
I'm not a douchebag.
No, I'm just joking.
No.
Yeah. So, Krister.
Yeah.
I think Leonard and I's deep discussion about it may have swayed you one way or the other. So, how do you fall on this question?
Pick the correct one.
Pick the
Can you pick the correct one, please?
Pick the correct one, please. So I do like Schrodinger's douchebag as a concept, not as a person.
Right, you like the concept.
I like the idea.
Yeah.
It fills a void that I didn't know I needed defining, but there it is. But I also kind of like submarine. I feel like that's it's clever. People who are around and then disappear, I identify it. And
But you know the
with
thing
it,
about
I
a
think I can
submarine,
say- What's that?
it's full of semen.
That's true. Yeah. So I identify it with it even more.
Even more.
Yeah. So I'm going with submarine now.
We're going with
That's-
submarine.
You convinced me.
I talked them into it.
All right, yeah. Out by the dumpster. Okay, got it.
Let the record show the host has scored a point for the creativity of this question.
Thank you very much.
Oh, congratulations,
Thank you very much,
writers.
Sheldon. Thank you very much. Well, I'll tell you the right answer. Schrodinger's douchebag.
Ooh, yeah.
It actually is, man.
Krister,
it
just pick the
really
right one.
means a person on Twitter who does that, but I think it extends to what we would call real life.
This show is so much easier.
Real life and Twitter in the same sentence?
It can happen.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
when your Twitter world collides with reality, it's scary.
I just want to say to Krister, this show is a lot easier. You just pick the right answer.
Well, I think that I did pick the right answer. It's just for a different show.
Oh, okay, got it.
Actually, submarine was a term used to describe Theresa
sandwich.
May,
Oh, okay.
who was at one point the one
PM
of the
over
many
there.
PMs of
Right.
England. Yeah,
Right.
So that's a little shout out to our neighbors in the UK.
There we go. God
They've gone
bless her.
through like
She
a
got
few
Brexited.
prime ministers lately, right?
They yeah. Oh, no, Theresa May hung out for a long time, and now there's even worse person.
Boris.
Right, Bojo.
Boris.
Bojo.
The guy looks like Trump.
I hope our friends from Newcastle on Tyne are enjoying this segment we crafted just for you.
It's not pandering.
No,
It's not pandering.
no.
Congratulations on your new prime minister.
I'm
Kind
chuffed
of the
you're
opposite
listening.
of pandering.
I'm chuffed you're listening, bruv, isn't it? So, moving on to question number 4. Who is going to get that question? It's going to be Leonard.
Leonard, all right.
It's going to be Leonard.
Let's do it.
Leonard.
I already got last. I need a point for that, Sheldon. Thank you.
You know, as we've established, I do delight myself from time to time. Choose the cute animal friendship that ended in tragedy.
Wow. Okay.
You just like the premise.
Yes.
It was the St. Bernard and the Chihuahua in heat.
Oh, that's a true story.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a true story, but that's not among our choices tonight.
Okay, good.
You could have animal friendship known as Grumpy and Nipper. It's an ill-tempered lion who's friends with a very bitey antelope. That might end in tragedy.
All right.
You could have Stripey Bruce and Bloody Mac. It's a blind tiger shark, friends with a hemophiliac mackerel.
Oh.
That could be, something could go wrong there. You could also have Wiley and Buttery Tim, a resourceful coyote and a one-legged roadrunner. And then you could also choose Snapper John and Long Johnson. That's a pair comprised of a very large snapping turtle and a very well-endowed Shetland pony. Which one of these animal friendships do you think ended in tragedy?
I'm going to go, obviously, with number 4.
Of course you are.
Yeah, of course
Yes.
he is.
Only because
Of
You identify
jocularity.
with a turtle?
No, I could identify with the show MASH from the 80s. That's what you were going for here, right?
That's very astute.
You're talking about MASH.
No, it's
Trapper John, right?
I'm with you now.
Yeah, okay, got it. Yeah.
Trapper John.
Trapper John, a spinoff.
Yeah, Trapper John.
Trapper John MD.
Right.
Yeah, I remember that. Tragic animals were on that show as well.
Were there?
Yeah,
The humans.
the humans animals.
Remember, what was his name? Painless Perkins and his problem? It was like the Shetland pony.
That's right.
Oh, all right. Sure.
Oh, very much
That's
so.
what I was going for.
So who are the real animals?
Right? The
In the arms of the...
All right, let's not
Oh,
get
sorry.
maudlin. We're not Alan Alda.
I'm the worst singer. Sorry.
All right, so you've weighed in.
Oh, yeah. Trapper John,
You're
number
going
4.
with Snapper John and Long Johnson. Krister, where do
Sure.
you think you would like to fall?
I'm going with Grumpy and Nipper. You know what?
Grumpy and Nipper.
I like Nipper. He's got spunk.
Spunky.
Yeah. Feeling good. Is it
Bitey envelope. Not an envelope at all. He's an antelope.
an antelope?
Yeah.
New, perhaps, or an ibex.
One of those things.
Yeah.
One of those horny, jumpy things.
Right. Yeah. Love it.
Yeah. Horny, jumpy thing.
Yeah.
There's one of those at the bar.
Greg Simpson, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm here all week.
Hey. Greg, would you care to answer the question?
As a matter of fact, my answer is somewhat nostalgic, I'm afraid. I grew up in the era of Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner,
Yeah.
and I think it's about time that Wile E. gets a shot at something. And with the one-legged Roadrunner, he's got a shot.
Right.
He was always getting killed, smashed, beaten,
Right.
robbed. It's about time.
The thing
he
about a
wins.
Roadrunner
It's
is it
about
only
time
has
he wins.
2 legs.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
most people don't know that the Roadrunner's actual name was Buttery Tim.
Oh my!
It's true.
All
right,
I
turns
did not
out-
know that. I
It
did
wasn't
not know that.
beep beep.
No. That's just what the publicists wanted him to be. Yeah. He fought that hard. Anyway, so I want to say that the correct answer, ladies and gentlemen, is unfortunately Stripey Bruce and Bloody Mac.
No.
Wow!
Sheldon
I'm glad I got points for being close to the one that was actually right.
Bird.
Yes,
Thank you.
Douglas.
Thank you very much, Greg. Sheldon Bird in the Birdcage. I think it's time right now to have a check of the scores.
At the end of round 1, the score is Leonard Kimble with 3 points, Krister Rollins with 2 points, and Greg Simpson hitting it hard with the quips at 4 points.
What? It's a low-scoring game, which means there's all to play for. As we move in to the charity round, I want to caution our panelists. The charity round is a serious round in which I read out some needy entities, and you donate the points I might have given you to that entity.
Some meaty entities.
Needy entities.
Oh, they're made
points.
of. Got it. They're made of meat.
Yeah.
Yeah, points, Leonard, that they can use, right, at the local landfill for selected items, the library on Sunday if they've brought their library card, and, of course, at the Portland Museum of Art. Anytime it's closed, you're free to walk up and down the sidewalk outside. So I'm going to let our panelists take a minute to get into the mode of the charity. We're going to put our jocularity aside.
All of it.
All of it,
Okay.
Leonard, before we proceed with the charity round. I'm Doug Birgfeld with Sheldon Bird, Greg Simpson, Krister Rollins, and Leonard Kimble here on Ultra Quiz Plus. As always, we didn't have to plus it, but we did! Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, here at CBU and out there in podcast land, now is the time we put our jocularity aside and concentrate on needy entities.
Oh, I get it. Jocularity. It's kind of like your jock. I get it.
Oh, Leonard.
Sorry.
Leonard.
I'm
It
sorry.
took him a couple of weeks to pick it up.
Really, but
Better late than
How long have I been on the show?
long time, Leonard, and I just want to say I would take the time to run through this with you,
Okay.
but we need to be concentrating on our needy entities tonight.
I want to take this seriously, so do you have a suggestion on how we move the jocularity? Is it like a two-handed thing? Should we really get
Just
down
hook
there?
your finger in there and kind of pull it to the side.
Pull it to the- okay.
That's how I do it anyway.
Yeah, okay.
Jesus, people.
Yeah, I think the two-handed method is the best way.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, don't stick fingers into anything unless
You don't know how to have fun, do you, Leonard?
Unless you've been invited.
Like vampire.
Leonard, yours is a chastity belt. You got it on wrong.
I put it on backwards again.
Again.
All right. So,
Two-handed method. We got it.
charity round. This
Let's do
week's needy entities are unloved rescue animals. Very serious, right?
God.
These really pull at your heartstrings.
Cue
I
the
think.
violins.
Yes. Here we go. You could have, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, by the way, this is an open round. The minute you've decided to award your points to one of our needy entities, you may call right in. You could have Milky-Eyed Lyle. He's a blind tomcat with most of his legs, a pronounced limp, whose tongue always sticks out just a little bit. Milky-Eyed Lyle.
Somebody steal my cat?
Oh, what's his name? Well, or you could have.
Got a name tag on it?
I only have what I have on the
okay.
card. But good question.
Just
You know,
wondering.
hey, people out in podcast land, if you know Milky-Eyed Lyle, let us know if he has a tag on him.
Okay.
Number 2.
Because it could just be like a three-legged cat that's milky-eyed, but it's not Lyle.
Could be a different cat.
Right, that could not be Sheldon's cat.
It could be not Sheldon's cat. That is correct.
All right.
Any cat might not be Sheldon's cat.
Yes.
So back
Especially
to.
Schrodinger's cat.
Oh! Ba-da-da-da-da. Points to the bird
The birdcage
cage.
gets a point.
Oh, baby. It's cooking now. Or you could have number 2. You could have number 2. Not Pauline. Once a female parrot who is now gender fluid and pronoun non-specific. Not Pauline.
Not Pauline.
Not Pauline.
Not
The
Paul.
birdcage would like to point out the script says that once female parrot who is now gender fluid and pronoun son specific.
Thank you, Sheldon, for pointing out my typographical errors to an audience who cannot see the script. Oh, look at the lighting over there.
Absolutely. I've been proofreading you for years. Why not have some fun?
Preening his plumage.
Not Pauline is gender fluid, but grammatically very strict.
Apparently.
So it's not Pauline, not Paul.
It's just on the card, Leonard.
I think you should keep your gender fluid to yourself.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ugh.
Let's not put any pressure on
The
Pauline.
table's all messy.
We're back to the submarine. Yeah.
You can have number 3.
We're moving on,
I
apparently.
was late to that party.
That's okay.
Or you can have number 3, undersized Monty. Undersized Monty is a common garter snake that insists that he's really a python who suffers under a curse. Undersized Monty.
You know,
And waiting for true love's kiss.
I need to jump in. I think Monty should get my points.
Oh, you're giving up for Monty.
I identify poor Monty.
Giving it up for the short snake.
Always wanted to be something more than he was.
Yeah.
It could be for Monty that all the holes that he sort of sort of slipped in have just gotten bigger over the years, and nothing's actually happened to him.
That's my excuse.
It's not his fault. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not his fault.
Nothing's tight enough for him.
Oh, my
Right.
God.
Yeah, things have just gotten bigger for him.
Yeah, I just want to say it's a charity round.
Oh, sorry. What?
It's just a charity round, and I love having you on the show, Leonard. And I want to move on to number 4, Horny No Bones. Horny No Bones is an oversexed nightcrawler that won't take no for an answer.
Maybe we should introduce the two.
Right. Hey, there's some creative thinking over there with Greg.
And bring a camera.
There you go.
Hey, we could start a charity unloved rescue animal matchmaking service.
I see an animated feature film. there.
Absolutely.
Hello, Disney. Or you could have the final one.
Oh, there's 5.
There's 5.
Wow.
I know I usually warn you, but I failed to
Snuck
do so
one in.
because I'm a bad man.
There are no wrong answers.
It could be Tobacca. Tobacca is just a mildewy potato with googly eyes stuck on it.
Poor thing. There but for the grace of God.
That's it.
Hell, Tobacca gets my points. That's for
You're
sure.
going Tobacca.
Yeah, I believe in him. I really do.
I could see your eyes light up right away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Tobacco's not an animal, though.
Krister has one of
Mildew
those
is
in
an
his
animal.
cupboard, actually.
Oh, okay.
Right?
It's living.
He's a symbiote.
Oh, okay. He's like Venom. Okay.
He's like Venom. Exactly like Venom.
Sure, got it.
Plus, I could always use them to power my grade school alarm clock experiment.
Oh, that's good.
Right?
Yeah, they keep potatoes on the International Space Station in case they run out of power. Turns out it's true.
What? Really?
According to Sheldon Bird.
Okay.
It's true.
Let's just keep some Duracells.
That's not fun.
Yeah.
Leonard, you haven't awarded any points to anybody yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna give my points to the guy who's not necessarily undersized, but the guy who sort of the holes have gotten bigger over time, and I think it's just not fair that he thinks he's a good size.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got this stereotype that he's trying to live up to.
Yeah, he's got the stereotype thing happening.
Is this biographical, Leonard, really?
What? No, I'm talking about Monty here.
Yeah, the Monty the Python.
Yeah, the python, the 9.5-inch python.
Yeah.
And he
Undersized Monty.
I think you missed the point of the story.
I think, Leonard, maybe after this question.
Monty's under a lot of pressure, okay?
Yeah, we'll just-
He's got to live up to this stereotype, and it's not fair for him.
I understand.
Okay.
So we'll
His
just
eyes
have
did
we'll-
kinda glaze
Don't
over.
you think? We'll have a little chat after this question, Leonard, okay?
Out by the dumpster again.
That's where it happens.
Okay,
That's where the magic happens, ladies and gentlemen.
Bring the ruler. Okay.
Out by the dumpster. So, good news, charity recipients. Looks like undersized Monty got a double dose of points.
There we go.
Right, and Tobacco got a little action as well. Bad luck, Horny, not Pauline, and Milky-eyed Lyles. Please apply again. Thank you very much.
Yep.
That was the Ultra Quiz Plus charity round. When we come back, we're moving on to the lightning fast world of true or false. That's right, true or false questions. It's an open round. Anyone can call out true or false at any time. It moves at a clip pace. I hope you guys have strapped in for the true or false lightning fast round. I'm
Got
Doug
it.
Birgfeld with Sheldon Bird at Craft Brew Underground, 34
Tweet.
Core Street, 200 craft beers available to you. Sarah's at the bar with Leonard Kimble, Krister, Rollins, and Greg Simpson. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Ultra Quiz Plus. It's time now for the lightning fast world of true or false. That's right, it's true or it's false. What could be easier? You tell me. Nothing can be. Here we go.
I just want to say before we start
Yes, whoever you are, Leonard.
that I'm gonna really try to go as fast as possible this time, because I know that in the past this round has been sort of mucked up and slowed down by other people. That not me. I'm gonna make sure.
Yeah, you, Leonard.
Not me, but I'm gonna do
Freaking
myself.
not Leonard.
As a veteran of the show, I'm gonna show
you're gonna
Krister and Greg
keep the newbies along.
how to keep things
How to
flowing.
keep it rolling.
Fast.
Snap, crackle.
Right.
All right, number
And
one.
actually, to Leonard's point, you asked earlier what could be faster, true or false.
Yeah.
Just not presenting an option
Just
would be faster.
would be faster.
Just
Yeah, I feel like I lose a little bit of the danger with that.
just straight true. Just tell
I
us
can just say,
beforehand.
straight truth.
Yeah.
Nobody believe it.
You sound like all the girlfriends I've ever had.
I think
tell me the truth.
I like Krister's idea. This would just go faster if you would just read the true things,
Just tell the truth. You
and then we move on to the next round.
Yeah.
Before we begin, I forgot to tell you before the last round, put your jocularity back in place.
Oh, yeah, you got jocularity now.
All right, two-handed method.
One last look, and I'll
Whip it out. Here we go.
Sit straight.
Lightning fast, true or false, Ultra Quiz Plus, lightning fast. Number one, Kellyanne Conway has a second set of mandibles inside her mouth.
True.
I think it's true. It probably opens the gateway to the upside down. It's like a weird.
True or false, Leonard?
True.
True.
like an alien.
That's the sort of vibe I was going for.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go with. What's the vibe from her
It's
husband?
true, ladies and gentlemen. It's
Lightning
true.
fast.
Lightning fast.
Oh, okay.
Ultra Quiz
Oh,
Plus.
oh,
It's true.
What
That's
about
working
Greg?
so far.
Moving on, number two.
What's Greg's answer?
True.
Okay.
It was true.
Good choice,
Lightning
Greg.
fast, Sheldon Bird in the Birdcage. Number two, starlings when sitting together.
Hold it before we get going there. I just want to. This whole thing reminded me of the time that Ann Coulter had her jaw wired shut.
Yeah, I
which was one
remember
of the
that.
Great
That was-
times in American.
That was
my
great.
God.
Lightning fast. Number two, starlings starlings, when sitting together on overhead wires, always spell out crows suck in Morse code.
That's got to be false. There's no way that's true.
No, I think that they're probably pretty smart, and they know that crows are smart, so they do it just to sort of taunt them.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go
Starlings-
with true.
I know crows are smart.
Greg?
I didn't know that
False.
starlings are smart.
It's true, ladies and gentlemen. It's
Yeah.
true. Of course it's true.
Yeah. Shakespeare wrote
I
that.
get a point for
They're
that one.
illiterate.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I said false, but I meant true.
Relevant question
Thank
to
you.
the crowd. In any group of 8 or more, one is a stand-up comedian, and the other 7 have talked about giving it a try.
That's most
That's
definitely
true.
Most definitely true.
That's true, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, it's true. Number 4: if trees could talk, they wouldn't.
Yeah, they would.
That's false. It's false, and basically
You say, I think that's false. I think they would talk.
But if a tree's alone in the woods and it is talking,
Does anyone?
We just don't know. We just don't know. When you are not looking, clouds shape themselves into rude cartoons.
absolutely.
Yes, true.
True.
It is true.
Definitely seen it out of the corner
Definitely
of my
true.
eye.
Of course it's true. Number 6: each person is the center of their own massively, mostly unexplored universe.
Massive.
Massive, baby.
Yeah, I would think that's true because sometimes I think like there's these theories about how big the actual universe is, and I wonder like, is
While
it
you're
really,
waiting,
is
I
it
think
really
it's true.
just me?
Is it true or false, Leonard?
I said true. I'm just trying
Is
to.
it true?
Yes, I'm trying to.
So,
Yeah. Speed up, guys.
Mine's pretty well explored.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
What gave it away? The massive.
Number 7 and the final, lightning fast. True or false question is, Jared Kushner is a poxy moron.
He's a bunch of morons. I'll go with true.
Yeah, I think he's a poxy group of morons together. So
You're
they're all,
going blue.
Yes.
I thought you might.
Yes. Oh yes.
Krister?
Yeah, let's say true.
That's true.
Yeah, yeah.
Of course it's true,
Of course
ladies
it's
and
true.
gentlemen. All right, that was a lightning fast world of true or false, and it's time now for a quick check of the scores with Sheldon Bird, the lovely Sheldon Bird in the bird cage.
All right, so we have a contest here, ladies and gentlemen. After the lightning fast true false round, the score is Leonard Kimble with 11, Krister Rollins with 11, and Greg Simpson with 10.
Holy
This is anyone's contest. Everyone's on the edge of their seats in the audience.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here at Craft Brew Underground at 34 Court Street,
Boom Boom Room.
as Sheldon likes to call it, and there's been a few booms. And as you can see, the audience is starting to balloon. Plenty of show left, everybody. Just sit down and enjoy as
I think
much
that's
as you
actually a
can.
shellfish allergy.
Yeah, we're moving into the mystery round, which, Greg, you should have an advantage
I'm ready.
because you're a mystery for hire.
I am.
In the mystery round. And tonight's mystery round
Shenanigans.
is it real or did I make it up? Read by the velvety tones of the lovely Sheldon Bird. First one is to you, Leonard. Sheldon.
Oh, hello.
Leonard, scenario number 1.
All right.
Lonnie Gamble, the owner of Lawns Shot Bar, Bingo and Event Center, was treated at the scene for cuts and bruises after the weekly bingo game descended into violence. I was calling the game just like I do every Sunday night, and then she came in. The police report describes a woman calling herself Colette Collier, who dressed in a large-brimmed sun hat, dark glasses, and a tight so-called Jessica Rabbit dress, who began playing a number of cards and somehow won every game. She won every game that night, said Lonnie. People got restless and some accused me of flirting with her, which I may have, but not to the point of rigging the game. When Ms. Collier cashed out and departed abruptly, the ruckus began. No one will fess up to starting the attack, the Sergeant Detective Henry Lyons said. Some of those bingo board cuts are pretty deep, but mostly it's his pride that's hurt. I think all those bingo marker stains will wash right off, but bingo people are a vengeful bunch. We will keep a squad car parked by his house for a few days just to be safe.
Is it real? Sheldon, I just want to comment on the fact that Sergeant Detective Henry Lyons sounds like he's from away.
Absolutely.
All right.
This is the great melting pot.
It is the great melting pot. Now, Leonard, is it real or did I make it up?
All right. I'm going to assume that you made it up because there's no way someone's going to come in and win all those bingo games. You know, the night goes on.
You think bingo security is so tight
Yes.
that nobody could game the system?
Yeah, so to speak. Yeah, I
That's
was
what you're saying.
Yeah,
It's tighter than Wall Street security.
It is. It's tight.
Yeah,
bingo
just-
games are tight.
Just last night, I was at Greg's show, Bingo Spells Murder. You know, the murder for hire, or the mystery for hire.
Oh, is that bingo spells
The
murder?
lovely Dawn
That was the
Hartill,
show
I
last
believe.
night.
Right.
Oh, that was an accidental plug for.
Yeah,
thank you very much.
Don Hartle was there,
Mystery for
Amanda
hire,
Kinsey. So there's no way someone would win all those bingo games without someone calling shenanigans, which I tried to call earlier, but no one heard me.
Yeah, well, Sheldon heard you.
Okay.
He's taking note. There'll be a
Yeah.
full
This
investigation.
game is played under protest.
Just make sure you, your wife, and children are available for the inquest.
Got it. Ready.
Okay, turns out number one.
No.
You're correct, Leonard.
God, I hope not.
I made it up.
Yeah.
Okay, I made that one up, ladies and gentlemen.
Sounded good.
These things can happen.
Don't mess around with bingo.
Yeah, well, I knew it was a risk. So, Sheldon, are you ready to deliver up to Krister and hold forth on number 2 with the magic of your voice?
Why, yes, Douglas, I am. Number 2, Krister. Police were called to break up a fight under unusual circumstances at a small bar Thursday night. When they arrived, police were met with 2 women dressed in identical outfits and hairstyles who were engaged in violent fisticuffs. A third woman, also dressed to match the 2 combatants, was drawn into the fray when she attempted to break up the fight as police arrived. After the officers subdued the threesome, it was discovered that 2 of the women were backup singers for the band playing that night. And during a guitar solo, the women somehow discovered that they were both sexually involved with the bass player. They just stopped singing and started swinging, said the drummer. I'm surprised at Barry. Usually it's we drummers who cause this sort of thing.
Is it real, Krister, or did I make it up?
So the question is true or false?
It is an answer that involves the words true or false will garner no points.
Okay.
Oh.
Noted.
Yeah.
It seems
We're
weird
very
because-
strict here at Ultra
We
Quiz
are
Plus.
strict here, that's right.
Yeah.
Rules are rules.
So true or false, this is, you know, I really loved hearing it, regardless of what the answer is.
Oh, that's nice of you to say.
I'm the son of a bassist. And it definitely sounds like that last comment definitely sounds like a boastful drummer comment.
Yeah.
And I'm a bassist.
But, all right. Yeah.
Yeah.
You made it up.
He says I made it up, Sheldon. Sadly, it's real.
It's real.
It's certainly not true.
It's real. It happened during a rip concert at Higher Grounds in Hollowell,
It's
Maine.
verifiable.
I was a witness.
So it's not true?
No,
It sounds
It
like
is
it's
true. The host
Yeah.
actually saw it happen.
I saw it happen, dude. It's real.
Oh, so it's true.
It's
true.
I think I got it. It's true.
You weren't the bassist.
I was not the bassist in that particular reason, but I
I don't know
have
what language you're-
had similar problems.
I'm sure.
The bassist always gets the girl.
Okay, so moving on to the wonderful, talented, and compliant Craig Simpson for the third
The yes
is it
man.
real or did I make it up question.
He
Yes,
is fairly
man, Greg
well
Simpson
behaved,
up
yes,
next.
compared to
He
the
is,
other 2
he is.
scalawags.
Yeah.
All right, Gregory.
Sir.
Question 3. An assistant athletic director was fired from a rural college when, just before he was to officiate the start of a race with a starting pistol, he was overtaken with the need to use the bathroom. The man, upon entering the stall, noticed that in the adjacent stall there was a pair of wingtips under the partition, and another man was enjoying the facilities. I don't know what came over me, said the man to the campus police, but when I realized I'd brought the starting gun in there with me, I pushed the muzzle under the stall and fired. The police apprehended the gunman as he was following the trail of fecal matter to locate the victim to apologize. I felt bad, said the man, who could barely squelch his fits of laughter. That poor guy, he probably didn't deserve it.
Is it real or did I make it up?
You know, frankly, I don't care if it is or not. I love the story, and And if it didn't happen, it should have, but I think it's real.
You think it's real?
I do.
Well, compliments to Steve Campana. It's real.
Wow.
That's correct, and
Another
I've
true
heard that
story.
story.
One of the many stories you can hear if you hang out with us at the Liberal Cup on any night of the week.
Or go back and listen to Alley Chat Podcast.
Our sister program, Alley Chat Podcast. We've been in hiatus, but there are 14 very good episodes of Alley Chat, which is me, Doug Birgfeld, having a chat with Steve Campana.
And occasionally.
The wonderful and talented Sheldon Bird and other guests who pop in. And we tell stories, drink beer, and talk about inventions.
So that podcast is full of true stories, right?
They're all true, man.
No
true.
Absolutely.
Not made up stories. They're all true.
Steve doesn't need to make up any stories.
They're all real stories. They're real because Steve can't lie.
We go from Randolph Grammar School up through Vietnam and into the Department of Labor, and I'll tell you, the stories just keep on.
They keep on coming.
Is that a straight line? That's
Loyal.
not a scale I've ever heard.
Wow.
Loyal.
It is a magnificent scale.
The young. Loyal listeners of this show will remember the question involving personal hygiene inventions, one of which was the oak condom.
That's correct. Yes.
That oak condom was invented by one Steve Campana. Also, the digital zipper.
Yes.
Yeah, I think they all were his.
Robotic zipper.
Yeah, they were all his. Yeah.
So does the oak condom add a bunch of girth? Is that what it's for?
I do believe it would not result in pregnancy.
Splinters, maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
It's also good for premature ejaculation.
It also combines the romanticism of a chance encounter with the reliability of oak.
There you go.
And the danger of accidentally luring a woodpecker.
Well,
That's good. That's good.
that's very good. That's good. We should
I don't
add
mean
that.
the joke is good. I mean the woodpecker. Was
Yeah,
good.
that's a double entendre right there.
Krister, we're doing a brand focus group. I really think you should come. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was the mystery round. Ladies and gentlemen, we're moving on to the dreaded song round. That's right. But first, I must give our panelists the song round topics with a quick change of format, and they will have a few minutes to write the song. Tonight's topics, two choices. It was a heavy news week, I gotta say. Are one, you could write a song about Trump attempting to buy Greenland.
Ooh.
Or what's the name of that fella, Sheldon? Cooch.
The coach, right?
Yeah, the Cooch. Some jazz beau in the Trump administration suggested that we change the poem.
Ken Cuccinelli, who was the deputy, I believe. No, he was the communications director.
He was
after
Scaramouche.
Yeah.
Can you hear the fandango?
well, it's like that.
Yeah, that sort of action.
Anthony.
Left the White House, and then 2 years later, he's back now as the deputy director of immigration.
Sounds like a jazz beau to me. So he wanted to change the Statue of Liberty's poem, and so you can write a song about either the Greenland bit or the Statue of Liberty bit. Understood?
We
All
can
right,
do
when we come back, Song Round, Ultra Quiz Plus, Craft Brew UnderGround, Doug Birgfeld, your host, Sheldon Bird, with Krister Rollins, Greg Simpson, and Leonard Kimble.
Yeah.
And it's time for the final round here at Ultra Quiz Plus. Thank you, audience, for sticking with us through the whole show. We are now moving into the dreaded song round, but before we can continue with the topics of Trump buying Greenland and rewriting the Statue of Liberty, we must sing the song round theme. Are we ready? 2,
Yes.
3. It's the song round. Yes, it's the song round. It's the song round. It's the song round. All right, now.
I don't know if I ever missed women more in my life.
Yeah, right. But this song does a lot of work. It serves as the warm-up for you, the talent, tonight here on the panel to issue forth your song. We drew straws before this round, and Greg Simpson drew the short straw, so he will be the lead-off man on tonight's song round. Are you ready to sing forth your song?
I think I am.
Ladies and gentlemen, Greg Simpson.
I took the path of least resistance tonight, and it's always fun to sing about Mr. Trump.
Yes.
So here goes. This land is Greenland, it won't be Trumpland. We will not let you make it New York Island. From the frozen barrens to the icy waters, no tower here for you and me. We close the door here and scrap the visit. Thanks for the offer, but keep on looking. Don't need a golf course or failed casino. No tower here for you and me. Together, this land is Greenland. It won't be Trumpland. We will not let you make it New York Island. From the frozen barrens to the icy waters, no tower here for you and me.
Ladies and gentlemen, Greg Simpson!
Hey!
I think it's fair to say that Greg is on the board! Another gag I failed to share with the panel. All right, next up. Wow, that was great, Greg. Really good. The next shortest straw, I think we'll all be surprised to learn, was Leonard's.
Yeah, we all know it was the longest straw. But
I always
I'm
knew
second.
Leonard's had a short straw.
Are you ready to issue forth your song?
I am ready, but of course I have something to say before I start.
Of course you do.
Of course you do. The lightning fast song round.
So, when we were given the topic,
Yeah.
and what I've told people before is like the first thing you do is you can figure out the song you're going to sing it to,
Yeah.
and then we went off to our respective corners and thought about our song, and we come back now.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is the first time it's happened, but I actually have the same melody as what Greg chose.
Believe it or not, Leonard, it is not the first time
It's not the
happened.
first
No,
time?
it happened with Greg St. Hilaire and Regan Sweeney. They did the same
Wow.
thing. Yeah.
Indeed.
Okay, so let me just wet my whistle.
And we penalized them heavily for it.
We did, especially that Regan.
Oh, hello.
Penalized.
Oh.
Penalized.
All over their penals. Okay.
Are you ready? Through the magic of song.
You have the magic. It's going to be
Leonard
magic.
Kimble, ladies and gentlemen.
Greenland is Trump's land. Greenland is my land. From the Ulasat ice fjords to the Viking ruins. From the Unatark hot springs to the Aurora Borealis. Greenland was made for Trump and me.
Oh, hey.
We'll send a tweet out from a golden toilet, and some complain that we can't afford it. Although the Danes said no deal, we won't accord it. Greenland was made for Trump and me.
Hey.
That fake old climate change has exposed resources. Let's get that oil now to pay for Trump's divorces.
Hey!
Let's do it while we can before they start impeachment. Greenland was made for Trump and me. Everybody! Greenland is Trump's land. Greenland is my land. From the Ulasat ice fjords to the Viking ruins to the Unatark hot springs to the Aurora Borealis. Greenland was made for Trump and me. Woo.
Hey! Oh,
Ladies
Leonard
and gentlemen,
Kimble is on the board. My goodness gracious. It's a tighter race than usual in the song round.
Yeah, you're never going to believe this.
I don't believe it, Krister.
Yeah, I didn't. It's not the same.
That's good because we didn't think the guy with the longest straw would do such a thing.
I don't. But I didn't write this. What actually happened is I found there was a copy of Penthouse in the bathroom, and I found written on Sharpie, signed by Donald Trump, this song.
Yeah.
Oh,
And that is, so this is just a transcription of something that Donald
yeah.
Trump
Well, everyone
wrote.
knows that Auburn is a hotbed
Yes.
for Donald Trump.
Yeah, he's spending a lot of time in Auburn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What choice did
Ah, there it is. Okay, ready? All right.
go.
It is about Greenland. I got sick of Manhattan. Said I needed a change. Checked my local listings for a home in my price range. They got this great little island. Well, it's actually quite grand. Because despite all the snow there, they call it Greenland. If you like sunshine at midnight,
Hey,
and sled dogs in the snow, make an offer on Greenland, hear a Dane say no. Well, Denmark owns Greenland. You probably didn't know, I just learned. And when I offered to buy it, their answer left me feeling burned. Well, I don't want your stupid island. Where is Denmark anyway? You can keep your seals in iceberg. Seals are dumb and Greenland's gay. I still like sunshine at midnight and sled dogs in the snow. But since Greenland's off the table, think I'll try to buy Juneau.
Punchline.
Krister Rollins is on the board. All right, now comes the time, the critical time, where Sheldon Bird in the bird cage. And as you know, I can cage him,
Tweet, 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 tweet.
but I cannot control him.
I think you could have sung that to This Land Is My Land. I'm just.
Sheldon now is
get on board.
calculating the scores, but before he does that, he must be given his allotment of suet. Are you ready for your suet? Here I am giving him the suet now. Sheldon is taking it in.
Dipped in beer. That's awesome.
He is masticating the suet, and as we know, it takes a few minutes for the suet to register. Ah! I see a blink in his eye. He's ready to issue forth his scores.
From the song round, we have a combination of the singing quality, which does count, the lyrics, and the song choice. We have Greg with 11 points. Now, this is just points on the song round.
On the song round
We
alone.
have Leonard with 12 points. And we have Krister with 13 points. Now, what can this mean?
What does
to
it mean for the
big
final score?
We'll find out.
Will
in
we?
Just a minute.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a short 8-second break while Sheldon calculates the final scores. I'm Doug Birgfeld with Krister Rollins, Greg Simpson, Leonard Kimble at Craft Brew UnderGround, and of course, Lovely Sheldon Bird, and me, your host, Doug Birgfeld. Thank you very much. Sheldon Bird is ready to issue forth the final scores. Go ahead, Sheldon.
The song round is extremely important, as you know.
We do.
And the preparation, this is where the real comic genius shows.
Absolutely.
Find out who the masters really are. As I said, the score from the song round was Greg with 11, Leonard with 12, and Krister with 13. And it did tip the scales. The final score is Leonard Kimble with 14 points, Krister Rollins with 15, and Greg Simpson with 12. And Krister Rollins is tonight's winner.
Gentlemen,
Board.
a shock win
Coming from behind.
from Krister Rollins, host of the Nightcap Show.
Phrasing.
All right. I'm just going to try to do an outro at some point.
No, don't worry. They're doing the outro for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, as often happens here at Ultra Quiz Plus, the winner of the song round is also the winner of the quiz. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Krister Rollins, host of the Nightcap Show, which can be seen in Portland, Maine at
Sun Tiki on Outer Forest on September 8th and September 15th.
both Sundays, I believe.
Both Sundays.
Oh,
Yeah,
be
7
damned.
p.m.
What better day for Sun Tiki than Sunday?
That's correct. Commiserations to the wonderful Leonard Kimble.
Thank you.
And the great Greg Simpson. My thanks to Sheldon Bird. I've been Doug Birgfeld for Ultra Quiz Plus here at CBU, Craft Brew UnderGround, 34 Court Street.